Hello everyone, my name is Dilip. I am from Trivandrum Toastmasters. One thing that I've observed is there are many Toastmasters who have enrolled onto Pathways but they haven't started even giving a single speech. Or there are people who have given one or two speeches and then they stopped somewhere. There is a little bit of inertia from many among us that prevents them in giving speeches on a continuous basis. I would like to call it the speaker's block. And today, fellow Toastmasters, I'm going to give you some tips on how to overcome this speaker's block which is in us. Let me come to the first step, which is very simple and easy to understand. No journey will fulfill its purpose unless and until you plan it properly. Plan your Pathways journey. Go through the pathway that you've chosen, understand what is the style and type of speech that you have to give at each level. Make a list of those and try to create subjects that will fit into these type of speeches. In other words, if you have to give 15 speeches, probably start planning for the first 5 or 6. Write down what is the objective of each speech and try to think, what will I say if I were to make a speech like this? In other words, try to get the subject that you will attach to each level of speech. Step 1. Plan the number of speeches. Once you do a proper planning, you may have a fair idea in terms of what you're going to speak at each level of your pathway. Having done this, the next step is to write down your immediate next speech. How do I do that? I would say just go ahead and document the random flow of thoughts in your mind. If you're a person who is computer savvy, you can use any tool like a notepad or a Word document to encapsulate the ideas in your mind. If you're a person who prefers to write, I would say just write the free flow of thoughts onto a paper. While you're doing this writing, just bear one thing in mind. Don't try to edit while you're writing. Let the edits be at the second step. Write everything that comes to your mind. Write everything that you want to say about that topic. Once you finish the writing, let's start the review and edit process. What is our purpose or what is our whole idea? The idea is to give a 6 or 7 minute speech in the club. Let me give you a couple of thumb rules here. If you write 720 words, that will easily take you to 7 minutes. If I were to give you an idea in terms of the pages that you write, if you're using a font size of 12 and writing it in a Word document with one level of spacing for the paragraph, you may go slightly above 1¼ pages. In other words, your limit is 720 words or slightly above a page. That will take you easily to cover 7 minutes. I am talking about the edited version of your speech. A step that you must do after this is to take the speech to your mentor in the club. Take the inputs from your mentor on how you can improve the speech. As I said, I am trying to get rid of the speaker's block here. I am not trying to craft a speech, which probably will be for a later session. So we are at step 2 now. First, you planned your speech, and second, you are trying to write and review your speech. Let me tell you another important aspect as part of writing, which I will call the third step. While you're making this or while you're scripting it, let us understand that the speech will be more effective if you try to incorporate more of your personal experience into it. Let's take it with an example. At some level of yours, you may have a speech that is to talk about the kind of planning that you do. Now don't try to speak a lot theoretical about the planning process. Think about that incident in your life, maybe you building a home, or It could be an incident at your office. Maybe you helping a team to plan a project and conduct it better. Try to bring in the learnings from that exercise into the speech. In other words, the more personal your story is, the better. When you write a speech of 720 words, try to ensure that you try to bring in at least 2 personal incidents into it. Staying on with the topic of adding your personal connect into your speech, one peril that many of us get into is we try to narrate the personal incidents as such. In other words, we have a feeling that we have to be politically correct. What suffers is the timing and the flow of your speech. You're giving a speech, you're not writing a biography. Let's understand that you can have the right amount of humor or other incidents that are added to this personal story so that your speech becomes interesting. I am not prompting you to lie, but then I am saying that you don't have to be always politically correct. You can also construct a speech by pulling incidents from someone else's life where you've been an observer. In other words, when you try to bring in personal experiences into your speech, you can either be a narrator of someone else's experience or you can narrate your own experience. With this, let's come to a simple thread of a speech. Start with a powerful opening. After that, follow it up to establish your point. Here, use a very simple and short story or personal experience. Elaborate it further to ensure that the audience is hooked on to your main point. While you elaborate it, this is a stage where you can bring a larger incident or a larger personal experience. Now, reiterate the point using the above 2 experiences you have narrated and conclude by taking a call for action from the audience. This way, it will help you craft a wonderful message that finally calls for a positive or persuasive action from your audience. That brings me to my last point. How do I ensure that I've got enough stories or enough incidents to narrate as part of my speech? The logic is very simple. In your day-to-day life, observe everything that happens around you. It may be at your home, it may be on the street, or it may be in your office. Try to think about those instances as stories that could help you take your speech to the next level. With that, friends, let me try to conclude my topic on how to overcome a speaker's block. Point 1, plan effectively. Go through your pathways and understand what type of speech you have to give at each level. Once you plan, start writing your speech as a free flow of thoughts. Then edit it with your own help, and at this stage approach your mentor to get help in cutting down your speech to the necessary perfection. While you do this, ensure that you bring in as much of personal experiences into your speech as possible. Now, to help you with this at any point in time, be a good observer. Look at what is happening around you so that each incident in your life is a subject for your next Toastmaster speech. All the best, and I look forward to hearing more and more winning speeches from each and every one of you. Thank you.